Hello everyone, and welcome to today's December predictions reading. So for their 3 piles, I decided to do something fun. I used 3 of the Little Golden Book series, which is a series that I grew up as a kid reading, and it got me really excited for the holiday season, knowing that it was approaching and getting to read these fun, really Christmas spirited type books. They capture it. Come on, we got Frosty the Snowman, Elmo, and the biggest, most beautiful Christmas tree ever. So those are our piles. Frosty the Snowman is pile 1. And for the card, it says, "Your success and happiness lies in you. Resolve to keep happy, and your joy and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties. So you will survive all difficulties." For pile 2, we have Elmo's 12 Days of Christmas. And your card says, "Joy is the experience." There we go. "Joy is the experience of knowing that you are unconditionally loved." And for pile 3, yours is the biggest, most beautiful Christmas tree ever, and your card says, "You fill my life with joyful moments." Alrighty, now go ahead and take a moment to choose whichever pile is calling your name, and you can choose it in the timestamps below. So excited for the new holiday season coming up. Christmas is always another fun time of the year, so the joy from Thanksgiving and Halloween continues on. See you at your eating. Alright, pile 1, if you chose Frosty the Snowman, then this is going to be your reading. It seems that this is going to be the main theme of our month, is about happiness. Your success and happiness lies within you, saying that no outside event that can occur is going to define your success. And so essentially, your success should be found within yourself, is what kind of they're alluding to. And it's things that we've all heard before, and we've all thought about, and we all know. I think this is, of course, not a new concept for any of us, but I do think that we're being called to really hone in on this concept during this month. Even though we know about it, it doesn't mean that we're living by it, and doesn't mean that we're using it every single day within our lives. And so there's a reason why I believe this card came up for you guys. And even the image, it's in all of them, but this one really, for some reason, it's connecting with me a little bit more. That it looks like the writing is within a mirror. So it's time for us to really look at ourselves in the mirror, really think about how we feel about ourselves and why do we feel these ways, and kind of sort through that, and kind of remember to give ourselves grace, and knowing that we're successful for showing up every day and doing the best that we can for where we're at. And so that, I think, should be the main focus going forward for this month especially. So now we're going to go ahead and pull a tarot and oracle card for each week of the month. So I'll apologize because I know this is the longest part of the reading. And I would be singing the Christmas song that goes with the books if I wouldn't get flagged down, copyrighted. Alright. So pile 1's week 1 in December. Pile 1, week 2 in December. Pile 1, week 2. Pile 1, week 3 in December. Pile 1's. Pile 1, week 4. Pile 1's week 4. Oh, wow. a full circle moment because the Chariot is the Empress and the Emperor's son in some tarot study traditions. So we have a whole family showing up here. It's gonna go ahead and pull your oracle. I also hope everyone's having a great Thanksgiving this week. I know it's Thanksgiving week, so happy Thanksgiving week. Alright, pile 3. So I do feel like, first of all, you have only major arcana cards, so I see that we're doing a lot of life assessment overall. I don't feel like you're looking at the big picture of your life, essentially. And I feel like you're doing a lot to work towards your future in regards to like how you want to live it. You want to decide, you want to make sure you're in a place where you're doing what you enjoy, you're living where you want to live, you're trying to set up a fulfilling life for yourself where you feel like it's just well-rounded all the way, like you're living your purpose and you're staying strong within your spirituality. So I do see a lot of focus on that, and that can also be kind of overwhelming to a degree because we're not we're not honing on at one thing at a time. It feels like we're kind of just trying to set up everything together at one time to have success and be closer to our dream life. I see for the first week in December, it feels like there may be some delays in the progression of the way that you're hoping to go forward. That could be in regards to deals being signed. It could be hesitancy to make a move. It could be some challenges that come along that's kind of shooting you in another direction than you were originally planning to go, and so it's causing more delays that way because you're having to problem solve to work around it. So yeah, I'm just seeing some roadblocks coming in for your first week. Your oracle says prudence, self-assurance, integrity, clear-mindedness. So I think during this time period of making these swift decisions, of how can I get past these roadblocks, how can I be closer to the dream life that I want, I feel like you're going to have to really give yourself some clear self-assurance and to stay clear-minded, not to get overwhelmed by any of the challenges that come, and to just maintain that focus and that balance within yourself to make the best decisions to best overcome whatever challenges come your way. So instead of them being feeling like a roadblock, you're going to make them feel like just another piece of the journey, and that even though you're having some challenges, you're still a step closer than where you were before. And so kind of looking at it in that way is going to help quite a bit. The second week, we have the Empress, and so that's good news. Going from the Chariot in reverse to the Empress means hey, we are going to have progression. We are going to see growth. We are going to come closer to where we want. We have Serpent as our oracle, which says rebirth, unconventionality, non-conformity. So maybe you're going to come up with a new, unique way of going about things that you weren't doing before until these challenges happened. And now I think the second week you're going to be seeing wow, these were a blessing in disguise, because if I were to do it the other way, which I thought would be easier and more simple, well, it wouldn't have came out. I wouldn't get these extra benefits that I do, that I do when I do it in this new way to try and problem solve what that first challenge was. And sorry, I'm like hitting the camera. An example would be like, if you, let's say that you were trying to buy a piece of land, and the first, piece, you're having to jump through these hurdles to try and get it, and they're like, you tried to apply for a loan, but you couldn't get the loan. Maybe it's because you're self-employed or have bad credit. But then, you come across this thing that you find out like, you can buy a place directly from the owner. You don't have to get a loan from like a bank or a financing company. I can go straight to the owner and pay it off that way. Wow. That seems, and and all I have to do is a 10% down payment. Yeah. And that option, maybe like that option actually works better for me. And not just because of that's the only option that I can possibly do. Like I could make the other one work if, there's other solutions to it. But this solution just works better for me all around, because then I can, just focus on me and the owner directly. And I don't, like even though the, I don't know, I heard there's like less fees when you do it that way, but also like you have to pay higher interest rates, so they kind of even out. But anyway, that's just an example. So for week 3, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So again, this is another wink at the nonconformity. So I think that wherever you're going to be going, and you have visionary, which is confidence, self-worth, passion, I feel like you're going to be going at it in a non-conventional way. So whatever you're trying to do, it's going to be in a way that other people don't necessarily go about doing it. And so I think you're going to be very creative during this month of December. Like, I feel like you might be living or trying to live a non-conventional life. I don't know if you're one of those who's trying to get like a van and travel around the country, or if you're trying to do some like a holistic type business. Like you could even be like with herbs, medicine. I don't know, I'm getting something that's very like not out of the ordinary. That the typical person would want. And it's not even like, again, it's not even and it could even be like something to do with animals. Like it has to just be like a circus, but like taking care of animals, shows, some kind of like, I don't know, trainer, like something. But anyway, you're going to be putting a new spin towards what you're going towards. See, I think this month is really going to be honing in on coming up with unique ways of going about what you want. And I think you're going to have some major shifts going on in this month of December. Your life is going to be, it's not going to be like, like so huge that you're going to be exactly where you want kind of thing, but it's going to be like you're going to see some major progression, like major. Towards the beginning, of course, it's going to be slow, but I think you're going to start really getting a more clear direction of where you want to go, if that makes sense. Like you're more like right now, it feels like you're more in a kind of like a limbo state of knowing like where you're going, what are you going to do to get a step closer. But I think you're going to be experimenting around with a few different things as you're going through these challenges of delays. I feel like it's going to push you in a way that's going to lead you towards being more creative in how you go about things, and I think you're going to finally see more direction of where you're going. Now, this 4th week, we have the Emperor, which again is structure. I think you'll be planning out, really just taking a lead in the direction you want to go in and having a solid plan for it. And we also have Blood Moon, illusion, uncertainty, narcissism. So I feel like you're going to have that in the background of your mind. I think you're going to still have some self-doubts. You're not going to feel exactly 100% confident in it. But you have a good idea that like, hey, this has a good chance of working, especially since you probably had a lot of trial and error before. I feel like this is going to be more of a push in the right direction for you. Alright, so now I'm going to pull some additional oracle for for additional advice for this month. Additional messages for pile 1. So we have, it's safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you will have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for a good coming to you and through you as blesses the world. Right, we have release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about financing just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool and you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract and support the golden opportunities. And then we have cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. So that's like, again, it's coming from like that success is from inside. It's from you pursuing your purpose, you pursuing what you feel like is what is going to make you fulfilled in your life, what you feel like your contributions to earth is. And I think just staying true to that is like, that's the treasure. You are the treasure. So that's why they're saying that no one can take it from you. It's inside. There's no need to compete as there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Okay. So it's saying don't work against people, work with people. And maybe that's part of the unconventional solutions that might go towards what you're trying to do. Maybe something you're trying to do is more on the solo path, but you're like, hey, no, I want to do something that's more collaborative with this, and that's going to put like a new twist to it. And so you're just being encouraged to see others as like, again, conduits that can help create success together versus being against each other, because there's plenty success out there for everyone, abundance out there for everyone. And you know, at the end of the day, abundance is going to be the joy that gleams from you. That's really what true abundance is. All right, pile 1. Those are all the messages that I have for you. I hope you have a gobble, gobble, gobble Thanksgiving. And see you next week. Stay sentient, stay kind, like and subscribe to support the channel, and goodbye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose Elmo's 12 Days of Christmas, then this is going to be your reading. Again, your card says joy is the experience of knowing that you are unconditionally loved. That's going to be the main theme of this month, is to remember and remind ourselves that we are unconditionally loved. We are unconditionally loved by the universe. So no matter, how alone you ever feel throughout the holidays, and if you feel like, no one's hearing you or you're suffering alone, it's knowing that that is not true, that these challenges are here to help us grow, that we can be resilient, and that we are so lucky to receive the gifts of enjoying this lifetime and enjoying what all this earth has to offer for us. And it's just whether or not we decide to focus on the amazing gifts or focus on the challenges, because these challenges are here to help us enjoy the gifts. So it's kind of just knowing that no matter what, we're going to be taken care of, we're going to be loved. We weren't just put here without any love behind that. So it's just kind of having in remembrance of that we are given the gift of free will, and there's nothing more exciting and precious than that. So now we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot and oracle for each week of the month. So what's going on the first week of December for pile 2? what's going on the second week of December. I don't know if I've ever pulled the death card from this deck, so that's exciting. Third week of December for pile 2. Third week of December. Fourth week of December for pile 2. Fourth week of Alright, so I'm gonna go and do the Oracle. First week of December for pile 2. Second week of December for pile 2. Third week of December for pile 2. And fourth week of December for pile 2. Alright. So this month is definitely, I think, for sure, circling around your career, the focuses. We have King of Stars for the first week of December, so it really does feel like you've really honed in your financial situation. You're very abundant. We also have discernment, critical thinking, insight, which is specters as your oracle. So I think that you've been able to use these skills. You've been using the skills of insight and critical thinking, kind of being a step ahead of things and being able to kind of pave your own path in that way. And you've been having a lot of success from that. And so I think you're really continuing to just delve deeper into that and enjoy the results of that. And so I think that you are very strong within that. I guess what's confidence of knowing that you are going in the correct direction as you have been seen before. Now, the second week of December, we have the Death card, and we have prosperity, wealth, contentment, and abundance. And I'm trying, honestly, I would like clarification on this Death card, because I'm trying to read it with these other cards that are with it, because we have the 8 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Wands in reverse. But so let me check on what clarification on this Death card. Can I have clarification? Okay, we have Page of Swords. I knew it was something about thinking, so it seems like you're going to have death to an old way of thinking, and you're going to be paved your way to a new way of thinking. So can I have clarifications for the Page of Crystals? Let's see what a new way of thinking is about. What is this new way of thinking? What is this way of thinking about? What are we talking about? Four of Cups. It was in reverse, actually. It was 4 of Cups in reverse when it came out. So it could be a way that maybe you feel like even though you are abundant, you may feel kind of trapped in it, possibly. Like you may be feeling like, this is great that it's working and I'm, moving along, but you might be getting kind of like dissatisfied from it. Like you're bored of it, kind of like it feels like it's not necessarily something that you love to do. Like it's not something that you feel like you're passionate about. I mean, it's exciting that it's successful, it's exciting that you're good at it and that you're able to gain abundance from it, essentially, and you're enjoying the abundance and all, but I feel like you're gonna start feeling kind of like a strain that like this isn't emotionally fulfilling for me. And even though I'm continuing to grow and get more offers within this business, within this financial gain, I'm not really satisfied with it in the same way anymore. Like it's great that I'm making money from it, but it's not something I truly love. Like this isn't coming from my heart. This isn't making me excited to do it. I'm just, happy that's successful. So your way of thinking might kind of switch around towards the second week. It's going to start really hitting you because the third week we have 8 of Wands in reverse, and we have planning, making decisions, taking risks. So it could be a thing that maybe you're like, okay, maybe I should take a risk and doing in a new direction, see what's going on, or because like 8 of Wands is usually about passion and moving swiftly, but it's in reverse. So it feels like, I think maybe it could be a thing that like what you want to do and what would be emotionally fulfilling, but you could be putting it off because you are successful in what you're doing right now, so you don't want to just give it all away. You don't want to let it go, and that could be why you're deciding to wait. You're weighing out the risk currently, and it's a good thing because you should be trusting what you feel is right because you have been successful with critical thinking and insight and discernment. So you should definitely, if your intuition is saying, hey, I should stay in this longer until I feel like I'm ready to make that next move, that next risky move, then listen to it. Or if it's like, hey, you're ready now, even though it seems scary, I would say listen to it, like, because your intuition has been helping you thus far, and there's a reason why it's yearning for something. There's a reason why it's telling you to stay away from something. I mean, it's usually on point with what's going on. This fourth week here, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So again, it may be like, I feel like it's going to be an emotional burden for you. It just feels like there's a lot of work, which is awesome in abundance wise, in the physical realm kind of thing. But I just feel like you're being spiritually drained. Like it's too much. Like you're holding the burden of this, and it's not even anything that you're passionate about. Like I feel like you have a lot on your shoulders with this type of work, but again, it's just not something that's emotionally fulfilling for you, but it is keeping you on your feet and busy. So I feel like it could be, overwhelming for you. It could be stressing you out. You feel like you're, picking up a lot of slack on your own because you're naturally good at it. So they're giving you more work. And so I feel like it's just becoming a lot for you. We have Beast as your oracle, conflict, competition, oppressors. So, you could even be like supporting whatever like business you're doing, or supporting it against the competitors. You're keeping it above the water. You're keeping it competitive, essentially. Like you're keeping the business going compared to other ones, because again, you're good at that, but it is a lot of burden on you, and it's not necessarily burden that you want per se, because it's not something you're passionate about. So it does feel like you may be kind of like stuck in, it's like a good and bad situation at the same time. So again, as you're going through this experience and deciding, what's the best decision for you to make going forward, I would just continue to listen to your intuition and kind of weigh out your options and pros and cons. But I would say don't, if something is bothering you about the situation you're in, don't just sit in it and ignore it. Do take the time to really plan things out and think about things and options. Don't accept it. We don't have to go through life, living in an uncomfortable state. Life is not meant for that. So now I'm pulling some additional advice oracle here. We have block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So Spirit is advising you to kind of look back at what you believe is your life purpose, what does bring that passion and joy. I think life is begging for you to look at that and asking you to release things that are not really fulfilling that, even though it is financially fulfilling. That's awesome. Maybe the finances can help you save towards going towards what your life purpose is, but it shouldn't be permanent. It's just a stage to get closer to your life purpose. And so I think that Spirit wants to make sure you don't forget that and you don't get lost within what you're doing to go towards your life purpose. Don't just give up your life purpose and be like, well, this is good enough, it's working. No, use it as a vessel to get to your life purpose. So it says, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics, avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know these distractions. You know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. And I think in our situation, these distractions are the current job or the current way that we're making money right now. Can I have another advice card for my pile 2? Advice for pile 2. That's not the card. That's the card. Alright. We have declutter. You'll feel better and focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So you're being asked to have some free time within your schedule. Maybe that'll help you kind of hone in and focus in on things that are important to you again. Get back into that stage where you can work on it and get closer to that. So give yourself some time to focus on that. That could be, like they're saying, like social media, phone, cutting out those distractions just so you have a little bit more time to kind of focus on your purpose. Of course, balance is everything. Always take time to rest and rejuvenate and regenerate. But, just balance it out. Don't overdo anything. Another card for, there we go. Words of abundance. This card says, you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. All right, pile 2. So keep that positive abundance mindset. Keep reminding yourself that you are unconditionally loved as you go through this transition of thought. Because again, we do have the death card, so you are going to be going into the next phase. And I think again, that next phase is going to be really rehoning in what we're focusing in on and what we're doing and why. And even though we have success financially, that doesn't mean that we have success spiritually. So we want to make sure that is balanced out and we're staying true to our inner souls, all right? And so in our higher selves, all that jazz. So anyway, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, happy gobble gobble day, pile 2, and please like and subscribe to support the channel. Stay sentient, stay kind. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the biggest and most beautiful Christmas tree, then this is going to be your pile. And again, your oracle is, you fill my life with joyful moments. That is what the main theme of this month is going to be. For December, we're going to be focusing on the joyful moments that we have. Maybe you're going to be doing a lot of fun little holiday activities. You're going to be spending more time with friends and family, going on a longer vacation than usual. I think this is going to be a very special holiday season for you. More exciting than some of the past years you've had. This is going to be a really good one, okay? So we're going to just keep our spirits up, as we know this is going to be a month of celebration. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a tarot and an oracle card for each week of the month. So what's going on for the first week of December for pile 1? Week 1, pile 3, sorry. Just you guys. I'm okay, I swear. Alright, we have the Page of Wands. Second week of December for pile 3. Second week of December for pile 3. I feel like one flipped. Or not. Third week of December for pile 3. Fourth week. I am preparing the oracle now. First week of December for pile 3. I don't know why I keep saying pile 1, guys. Maybe there's some messages for pile 1 for you guys in pile 1. Right, week 2. Week 3 of December for pile 3. And week 4 of December for pile 3. Alright, pile 3, honestly, I'm getting almost like a similar message from that I got in pile 2. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarification cards. I want clarification. I want to know what is this what is the story about? Because we see a story here from each week to week. But like, what is this about? What aspect of life is this about? What is pile 3's reading about? Alright, so I have the 9 of Crystals and the Self. Which, the Self is an interesting card because it's like a mirror. So you can kind of, I don't know if you can kind of see the camera in there. In the mirror. So it seems like it's going to be quite a bit of inner work. I mean, 9 of Crystals is usually like anxiety. I mean, maybe we're needing this month to kind of recover from any like negative thoughts that we've had about ourselves. Page of Wands, because we have Page of Wands for the first week, and we have Borrow, Exhaustion, Questioning Motivations, and Realignment. So maybe, you know, you're having a new innovative ways of finding things that you're excited about in life. So I think that it's like refinding things of like, what are you excited about creating? What are you excited about doing each week? And it's more than just like having to be anything to do with holiday celebrations. It's just like your day-to-day life in general, like what is creating that excitement of what you're going to do next. And I think you're going to be honing in on that a little bit more. There just seems to be like a a lot of inner work that needs to be done this month, a lot of self-reflection. Because we have the second week, we have Ace of Cups and Blood Moon, which is illusion, uncertainty, narcissism. So it could be like a thing that we've been overly just negative and difficult on ourselves regarding of where we're at in life. And so I think the second week we're going to be a little bit more nurturing to ourselves. We're going to be, again, that's part of this realignment process. We're really taking a look at ourselves. So we're really paying attention to what thoughts we're telling ourselves and where these lives stemmed from. Where these, thoughts, which are also lies, stemmed from. Any of these negative. It's almost like, we have like a bunch of like wolves here. It's like illusion. Like, where is these negative illusions coming from? I feel like there's going to be some new insight coming in, and you could be becoming closer to another person they might be confiding in that's going to help you think about things in a new way. You're going to come across some kind of mentor, it could be like a video, it could be something you read in a book, but it seems like some type of advice that's going to help you out here. Third week, we have Queen of Crystals, and we have Trinity, so it's balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change. So I think you're going to be pulling away towards the third week of December. You're finally going to be pulling more away from this negative side and doing some serious healing, and being a little bit more certain about where you stand and who you are and what you think, what are your beliefs and why. I do want clarification on this Ace of Cups. Oh, there was a card that flipped. Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. I don't know what that was regarding towards, though, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and recess and do another card. Here we go. This is a clarification for the Ace of Cups. We have Page of Stars. So we're definitely going to be, I feel like we're going to be trying new things that's going to make us feel more emotionally fulfilled. And I think once we start doing that, it's going to help us regain a sense of direction, regain the confidence that we are making the right decisions for ourselves and leading our life in the way that we were wanting to. Last week of December, we have Empress, and we have Meadow, which is success, blessings, positivity. So, even though we're getting like a lot of, feels like some hard negative energy towards the beginning of the month, it feels like it's going to quickly shift. Towards the end, we're going to be really feeling like we're growing in the direction that we really want to be, like our life is. And I almost feel like where we have the Nine of Crystals and the Self, I wonder if the Nine of Crystal is the clarification for the Self, for these negative thoughts. I feel like we're kind of learning to release those and kind of honing in more on focusing on what we're creating instead of letting negative thoughts trying to guide and trick us. We're now focusing on what do we have in our life and what excites us and what are we moving towards. Are we moving towards what excites us? And it will be a yes. Towards the end of the month, we will be, because we have the Empress, where I think you're going to be reviving yourself, building a new life for yourself. I also think I have the book on what it says about the Self card. So the Self is like ego, introspection, your story. So what do you see when you look at yourself in the card? Look closely, look yourself in the eyes and analyze your facial expressions at this current moment. Where are you holding tension? The self card is about you as a person, your genetics, ancestry, the ways you were brought up, and the personality traits and beliefs that you developed throughout the years. Assess your past experiences and reflect on how they shape you as a person. The answer you seek is hiding within, perhaps in a memory you had as a child or in disbelief you formed through your parents. You might be in a situation that requires you to access your ego and the way you relate to others. This is a call of a time for introspection within yourself. So yeah, I think it's just all coming back to like, are you, when you're interacting with the life itself, are you interacting from a place of love, or are you interacting from a place of judgment and the needing to almost prove yourself of your place? All right, we're going to pull some additional advice oracle cards. Cards. So can I have any additional messages for pile 3? All right, so we have gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to center your heart instead of fixate on worries in your mind. What you and who you are grateful for right now. So like saying what and who are you grateful for right now. Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. So yes, finding more gratitude within your life and not being, so I guess it helps you releasing of what you don't have, just by seeing what all you've already been giving and just having that faith and knowing that the rest will come. Additional advice for pile 3. Alright, we have windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Some of them are unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So you got some more abundance coming in for you, pile 3, in multiple aspects of your life. It doesn't have to just be financially. It can be emotionally, as we have like a new emotional feeling approaching and overwhelming us. We have a new reassess of what we're passionate about, finding something out that we're getting excited about and we're coming for. We have growth, we have progression of what is coming through, and we have a stronger sense of what we truly believe and what we truly think, and having confidence in knowing in the decisions that we make and the beliefs and opinions that we have formed. We'll have more confidence backed up by that. And we have organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure charity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living work, and finances will help you know and plan the next action steps. So it kind of comes back to just taking that time for self-reflection and, you know, just for realigning yourself and reassessing and really putting forth a strong intention of the direction you're going in. Alright, pile 3, these are all the messages that I have for you. I hope you have a gobble fun Thanksgiving and also an exciting December month coming up. I see you're going to be enjoying the holidays ever so much, even though you have a lot going on the emotional front, on the inside. I think on the outside you're still going to have so much fun spending time with family and friends and animals that you love, and just enjoying the holidays and embracing the beautifulness that life and joy is. I think you'll have the time. I think you'll have, you know, the space to take time and really truly engulf and enjoy it. And I feel like you're going to capture the spirit of Christmas this year, essentially, pile 3. I am getting that in a strong sense here. All right, I hope you have amazing rest of your week, Pile 3. Stay sentient, stay kind, like and subscribe to support the channel, and have a great Thanksgiving. Bye.